What did you find? Cake? You found cake in the dumpster and you're going to eat it? Boy, I know you have more money than that. Shame. For shame. Okay. Hey, lovelies. Welcome to the channel for the first episode of our brand new LP Eco Lifestyle. If you've not met me before, I am Nulu. Hey, how are ya? Basically, in a nutshell, I am a bubbly goob who likes to post some videos on YouTube. And it should be noted that I love to make up words and I butcher phrases on the daily. So, never a dull moment on this channel, and I cannot wait to get started with you guys. We are going to have so much fun, but without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and jump on in. I must say, I'm going to pause really quick. I will go ahead and say, if you haven't already, there is a cast video I put out a couple of days ago that is creating these two lovely ladies that are the main characters of our LP. If you have not looked at that, I highly suggest you do. It goes into the background of each character and it helps put the puzzle piece together when talking about the storyline, and it'll make a lot more sense if you look at it. But if you do not have time, I did post a brief description of their backstories below this video, so definitely check that out. But we're going to go ahead and jump on in. So, right now, we are looking at Quinn Martinez, and we're just going to kind of review their traits really quickly. Quinn Martinez, she is a green fiend, which if you're not familiar with this new trait, it says these Sims are the happiest when living on a green street and will continuously work towards making their environment more eco-friendly. She's also a recycle disciple, which is a new trait, and it says these Sims are rabid recyclers that benefit from recycling and rummaging for bits and pieces. She's also ambitious, and she did get the collector trait from having the eco-innovator aspiration, which fits her perfectly, and we'll go into that in just a bit. Now, if you go on over and look at Leslie's traits, she is a maker. She is also extremely self-assured and creative, and she's a muser because of the master maker trait. So, or master maker aspiration, I should say. We just got off the phone a few seconds ago with Quinn's Abuela. That is Larissa. I will give you guys a little brief glimpse of her. She is Quinn's Abuela, her grandmother. She was just calling to check in on the girls to see how they were settling in because they just moved into this really cute, quaint house. They do not own this house. They're actually renting right now. They do not have the funds to put down a down payment, but they did spend a lot of months gaining the credit so they could be approved to rent this as approved tenants. But we are going to come down here really quickly. I think we're going to make some lunch. When we were talking to Quinn's Abuela, Larissa, she wants to come over and kind of get a glimpse of the new place. But before we invite her over, we're going to go ahead and cook something up. I'm going to have Leslie do it because she loves to cook. Let's do some vegetable dumplings. That sounds really good. So while she's doing that, we're going to kind of go in a little bit with their backstories. So the reason they moved out. So Quinn moved out because she was feeling a little cramped at her old place. Her abuela is who she lived with previously to this, and her abuela lived in apartments right across the street here in Conifer Station. Quinn found it really hard to live the lifestyle she wanted in her abuela's apartment. There was little space for gardening, which is something that she really wants to expand on. And then it's also something that her and Larissa have bonded over since the passing of her father, which we will get to that in a second. Along with that, the complex didn't offer any recycling, which was very frustrating for Quinn because that's something that she strives for. I mean, she's a recycle disciple, so she really will get frustrated if she can't achieve that part of her goal as an eco-innovator. And then I think the last straw was she had bought this gigantic solar panel and wanted to place it on the front lawn of the apartment complex, and neighbors started to riot. They were complaining to the apartment manager, and finally the apartment manager called her and said, look, you have to get rid of it. Which in a sense, that kind of just shows Quinn the work that she has put out for her, because these neighbors are not susceptible to change, it seems like. So it looks like they're kind of stuck in their ways and they don't see an interest in greening up the neighborhood. But we're going to hopefully take some time to hopefully change some minds. If you look before in her aspiration, she's already completed the first task, which was to have 5 community influencer points. I'm not really sure exactly how we get those. I know that making friends helps, and I think she got those 5 from being friends with Leslie and Larissa. but it looks like running certain friendly social interactions and getting promoted, or by hosting successful social events will help get those points. Now, if I understand correctly, you cannot try and convince neighbors to make changes that you want unless you have those points. So we're going to have to work on that. And before this part's over, we're definitely going to get her a job because she aspires to be a civil designer. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do that when she gets off the phone. That way we can just kind of get it out of the way. And that's going to really help because the more promotions we get, the more community influence points we'll get. And plus, she really wants to be a civil designer because I think the title alone might help her have some perks when it comes to making connections with other friends or connections with other neighbors and trying to persuade them to go along with certain neighborhood actions that she has in mind. So it looks like Larissa will be over very shortly. We're going to go ahead and get on the phone and get a new job. We're going to find a job for her. Now, Leslie, she, like I said, her aspiration is to be a master maker, and she's actually the third generation of makers. And hold on just a second. We'll get back into that. First, let's look at this really quick. Civil designer. So a civil designer get involved in planning and designing solutions to all kinds of environmental problems and chat to your fellow Sims about how to make their world a better place. This fits her perfectly. Absolutely. So it looks like we just entered the designer career. This is also a work from home career, which is perfect. Quinn is now a junior draftsperson at Lean Green Design, and she starts Monday at 9. Fantastic. Now, is there something that we should be doing in the meantime? Daily task is to interview a homeowner about utilities. Okay, so we might do that. Maybe not in this part. It is Sunday. We may not get to it before tomorrow, but we'll have to see. If we go to the community lot, the shared lot, that's what I really want to do before this part's over, then maybe we can find someone there to interview. But I am jumping around, and I apologize. There's just so much talking in this part. Okay, let's just check to see if Larissa is here. She is here. So this is, okay, let's just take all the walls down for a second. This is Larissa. This is Abuela. We're going to have our lovely granddaughter come over here and hug her so much. Let's see. I hate how the hug option is at the very end of the friendly interactions. Oh, looky here. Acquire recycled materials. Yes, we will probably be able to do that at the shared community lot. This is so much fun. I'm so excited. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to have Miss Quinn come over here and interact with her grandmother for just a second. And while she does that, we're going to go back and talk about Leslie. So, as I said before, the cast will definitely be a little bit easier to explain all these backgrounds, but I'm doing the best that I can with the time that we have. So anyway, Leslie is a third generation of makers. Her father and her father's father were all makers, and they were very well known for making furniture out of recycled materials. But Leslie has something else in mind. She definitely has that creative gene running through her veins, and she definitely has the maker trait, but she is more of a newer generation, a millennial, and she thinks making furniture is kind of dull. So she definitely likes making candles, and there's something about candles to Leslie that just kind of speaks out to her. We're going to have her come over here and hug Abuela too because they're really close as well. But something about candles just kind of speaks out to her. Candles, just the smell of a scent, helps you return to a certain time. It helps you remember loved ones. It just kind of brings back memories and something that she really loves. And I think that is something that Quinn can definitely respect because she lost her father when she was 10 years old. So very quick about that. So Quinn is not from Conifer Station. She actually was born and raised in Port Promise, and her dad over there was a worker, a dock worker actually. And unfortunately, working at the docks, being exposed to all those toxic fumes, and on top of that, he was an avid smoker. He unfortunately caught a lung disease and died very prematurely, might I add. And she doesn't have any other family. She has a mother, but she doesn't know who her birth mother is. She has no interest in finding out who her birth mother is, and so she decided to move to Conifer Station to live with her abuela until she was of age, and here we are. So yeah, a lot of background to these lovely ladies. ladies. A lot of character as well. I love them so much. I had so much fun creating them. They are definitely different than any other Sims that I've had. But we're going to go ahead and munch on some lunch very quickly. We're showing Larissa around a little bit. Let's discuss the food flavors because Leslie did such a wonderful job. We're going to ask about her day a little bit, and Leslie's going to also come over here and just kind of, we could complain about the local youth. We're going to just ask her about, or just brighten her day. That sounds good. So if you've noticed, the house is very bare. There's not a lot of things on the walls. The walls are very plain. We don't have a lot of furniture either, and that is because they don't really own a whole lot. A lot of the things that came in this house, a lot of the furniture that was in this house came with the house, like the beds did, the bathroom, the appliances. I think the only couple of things, the solar panel and this rain droplet tool thing, can't think of the name right now, we brought that with us, and I think we brought this couch with us too. I think we just found this couch like in a yard sale. So that's basically it. We don't have a lot to our name, but that's okay because, you know, Quinn is a minimalist, but it's so funny because Quinn's the exact opposite. She's very materialistic. So this is driving her nuts. Like, she is ready to go buy some things and decorate the walls. Now, we can't put a whole lot of things on the walls. We don't want to put too many holes in it because this is not our house, but we may be able to convince the landlord to let us hang up a couple of different things. But we're going to go ahead and see. Now, Larissa has come over here and she's actually decided to give a gift to Quinn. So one thing I think I've already mentioned is that Larissa and Quinn, when Larissa brought Quinn in, she was devastated. Quinn was devastated because of the loss of her father, and Larissa was devastated because she lost her son. And one of the things that they bonded over was gardening. Larissa is an avid gardener. She loves to garden. And that's something that once, you know, they were both dealing with the passing of Luis, who is the name of Quinn's father. Once they were able to come to terms with Luis's passing, they were able to bond by gardening. So we're going to go ahead, and Larissa has purchased this lovely vertical garden for the girls. And I think we're going to go ahead and buy this small little planter box too. Just a couple of different things. Like I said, one of the reasons why Quinn wanted to move out of the apartment was so she would have more room to garden. Larissa has a little balcony that she gardens from, and she has some vertical gardens, but we're hoping once we have more money, we can expand and do a lot more gardening here. But thank you, Larissa. So you know what? We're going to come over here. We're going to pause really quick. We're going to come over here and give Larissa a huge hug. That way to thank her for the lovely gift, because this is just going to help us go in the right direction with our eco footprint and trying to live a better lifestyle. And if you did see this pop up right here, we are currently living off the grid, which is another reason why we picked this lot. Quinn wanted to, like I said, make the smallest footprint she could when it came to the eco footprint. And so, like I said, right now, we are in the neutral. I don't think we've gone over this part yet. So we are in the neutral when it comes to eco footprint. Now, for most people, that would be fine, but not for Quinn. Quinn, this is okay. We can do better. So we're definitely going to be sticking around here in Conifer Station, especially since her Abuela is still here. She definitely doesn't want to leave her Abuela live in Conifer Station. Oh, looky there. That's so sweet. She doesn't want to leave her Abuela in Conifer Station without knowing that she's been left in good hands. So she's definitely going to be active in the neighborhood and try to make some changes before she leaves. Now, her big monster that she wants to tackle is Port Promise. That is where her father was. That is where her father passed away due to the terrible fume by the port. If it wasn't for that port, she feels like her father would still be alive. And she very much blames the environment for the loss of her father. The environment took her father away too soon. So that is what she wants to do. It's almost like her closure. She wants to create a better place for the residents who live in Port Promise. That way, like I said, she can have closure for the fact that her father passed away so prematurely. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Larissa. I'm not going to tell her to go away. That seems like a little bit rude. Maybe we could just say goodbye. Or is that not even a thing? I guess we could ask to leave. We're going to go ahead and ask her to leave only because we're going to be jumping over to the shared community lot very quickly so you guys can see it. And we're going to maybe see if there is any homeowners over there that we can interview and ask them about their utilities. But before we do that, since we went ahead and gave Quinn her career, we're going to set Leslie up. Leslie, like I said, is a candle maker. She is going to be in the freelance career. And I wonder, you know what, now that I think about it, I wonder if we're going to go and see join career, but I think it's one of the things where we can just kind of say we are. It's nothing official. Let's see. A freelance crafter. Yeah. Okay. So we can do it this way. We're going to be a freelancer. We're self-employed. We're going to be a crafter. Awesome sauce. Now we can select a trade. We're going to go ahead and do that very quickly. I'm hoping candle making is on there. I haven't done this before, you guys, but I'm very excited. Everything's so new. I wanted to do that on purpose. Okay. So I do not see anything. Fighting words, fabricator. Okay, yes. Simply crafted. There we go. Awesome. I'm so excited. Yes. We are just moving right along, you guys. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump on over to the shared community lot so we can get a good look at it, because we have got big plans for this neighborhood, you guys. So I will see you guys in just a second. All right, here we are at the shared community lot for Conifer Station. As you can tell, it looks a little gross, you guys. There's garbage everywhere. Not really sure what that's all about. No one's keep taking care of this place, are they? Let's see. There is a dresser. That's nice. But there's this community board, and we're going to go ahead and click on it. We're going to check, let's see, vote on community space projects. I'm not going to vote today, but I do want to see what is available, and I'm pretty sure you can change it or you can add something. So there are apparently 3. You can have it a community garden, which I think is exactly what Quinn wants to make it. She wants to make it a community garden because not only is it kind of reinforcing her idea of an eco-friendly environment, but it's kind of paying tribute to her abuela because, like I said, gardening is something that they share. There's the makerspace, a community space for making of all kinds where neighbors can gather to craft and recycle goods or dabble in activities like candle making. That might be something cool. Marketplace, where crafters and markers can sell their wares and shoppers can browse them. So very, very, very cool. Now, apparently we have 32 influence points, which is very interesting. Didn't know we had that many, but it takes 10 influence points per vote. So it looks like no one has voted so far. We will not be voting in this part because we're going to kind of think about it. I want to see if there's anybody around here that we can talk to because Quinn needs to meet her daily task, which is to acquire recycled materials. Okay, for some reason, I thought she was supposed to be speaking to a homeowner, but I guess not. Okay, was that me? I thought we did. Anyway, that's odd, but so we can recycle. Now, if I remember correctly, we can come over here to this trash can. Oh, we cannot. A very fine dumpster is in use. Oh, well. Oh, he's like head deep into this dumpster. Oh, okay. More. Oh, okay. So, alrighty then. You do you, boo-boo. I hope you find something good. Okay. So we'll just wait a second on that. Leslie is over here and she's spending some time on this community board. I wonder what she's thinking about. Let's go ahead and check out this board a little bit more. So we've already did that. Let's see. Check the latest NAP gossip. So, give me the deets. What are we going to be gossiping about today? Let's see. I hosted a wonderful event at my house the other day, and to my surprise, I got a bunch of influence from it. Okay, all right. So that's a little hint right there. I wonder if there's any new social events that we can do. Ooh, he's gone. Mr. Goth is gone. Okay, let's come over here. Oh, we can nap in it? What did you find? Cake? You found cake in the dumpster and you're going to eat it? Boy, I know you have more money than that. Shame. For shame. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. We were going to dive through there. Is there another dumpster around? No. Okay. Well, I guess we won't be able to do what we wanted to do, which was to recycle some goods because we have to have things to recycle. Okay. Acquire recycled materials. We can't do that, can we? Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and vote on neighborhood action plan. We may vote today. Why not? Why not just jump on in? So Leslie's going to come over here and she's going to, I don't know who she's talking to. Go ahead and look at the neighborhood action plan. So these are things that we can vote on to make changes to the neighborhood. So right now we can choose between clean energy production, foodies unite, fun-loving community, green gardening, juiced community, hey, rock your body and mind, rough housing encouraged. What is this? Have you ever heard of another Sim's opinion and thought, I should be polite, but I really think this conversation will be better if I asserted my stance, refused to back down? Oh, that sounds violent. Okay. It looks like right now, rock your body is winning. What better way to care for oneself than with the accountability of a whole community? This initiative puts the action back in neighborhood action. Together, we can make sure all Sims in the neighborhood are practicing their fitness. So we have some fitnessers in this one. Okay. Obviously, clean energy is last. Like I said, we have our work cut out for us because our neighbors are not, they're just not really into the whole changing thing, going green. So we're going to have to make some changes in that. So let's see. Since we only have 32 points, we can either vote on the community shared lot or we can vote, let's do this. Let's do one here. We are not going to let this win. Rock your body and mind. Are you serious? We're not going to let that win. That doesn't do anything for our initiative. Okay. What's more important right now? Clean energy production or green gardening? I think clean energy production. So let's do one for Leslie and one for Quinn. So, and I think now we have 12 points. So we're just going to stop right there. Should we do another one? I don't know. We'll do it and then we'll come back to it. So how much? I did not check. I'm terrible at this. When does it end? Or maybe it tells me right here. Oh, voting schedule Friday to Monday at 6 p.m. So it is Sunday. So we only have till tomorrow at 6 p.m. Oh, heck no. No, that's not enough time at all. Okay, well, we're going to have it cut out for us. So we need to go maybe do some... Oh, hello. You look down in the dumps. Let's come talk to her. Let's do a friendly introduction. Quinn is a smooth talker. She is going to come over here and talk to... Is this Blossom? Yes. She's going to come over here and talk to Blossom and maybe... Oh, wait. Did we just get some influence points for talking to her? I think we did. Now we have 50. Oh, she has 57? Oh, girl, come over here. Where have you been? All right. Come here and vote on some neighborhood action plans. For some reason, I thought this was per household. It is per sim. That is cool. Okay. Well, Leslie's going to go to the potty. Girl, I know I told you to talk to Blossom. Come back over here. We got till 6 p.m. tomorrow. We ain't got time to play. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, yes. Look at you. Yes. You know what? One more for good measure. We want this. We need this. Oh, and look, she just went up in her aspiration. Okay, look, she's already ahead of the game. She's a civil designer. She needs to sell power or water on a utility bill. Okay. That's cool. Surplus power generated by solar panels and wind turbines can be sold for simoleons at your mailbox. I didn't know you could do that. Surplus water can be generated by placing... All right, so we do have a dew collector and we have a solar panel. So we will have to see when our bill comes in how that works. That is so cool. Okay. So now that we've done that, how many points do we have left? Because if we have some points, I think we should go ahead and maybe we have 17. We have one more. She's going to go ahead and come over here and vote on the community space project. I wonder how much time we have for that. Okay. So it looks like nobody has voted, which is very odd. I guess nobody really cares about this space. That's interesting. We're going to go ahead and vote for the community garden because that's what we want to do. And we're going to come. Oh, look, it's so cute. She's got a little ballad out. Put it in there. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So, you know what? I think we're going to have to wrap this up soon. I hate that we have to wrap it up because I feel like we've done so much in this part and it's so exciting. Yeah, I don't want to get too far ahead because I don't want to like stop in the middle of something. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Guys, I had so much fun doing this first part with you guys. This LP is going to be so much fun. I can tell. And we have so many things to discover and we've barely scratched the surface. This game is making me fall in love with The Sims all over again. So guys, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me this far. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. And don't forget to click that subscribe button. That way you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.